Oh, hi! Thanks for tuning in. I hope you are all staying safe because as I mentioned in week 43, we started to see 1 million new cases every 2 weeks and now it's down to 10 days. Still, without any guidance by Trump, governors and local politicians are making tough choices to keep us all safe. So please, wear a mask, don't make any unnecessary party plans, social distance, and stay safe. I hope you all liked the live election show last week. Thanks again to my contributors, writer Azu Gabu and submitter Skybear59. Most of my shows are scripted because as a Thespian bearer, that's how I was taught. Much harder to do that live. I hope to do more of those next year though. We'll have to play it by ear, maybe a live show for each holiday and or election. We'll see what happens. Speaking of elections, we have a new president, Joe Biden. Biden is device so nice we are sending him to the White House twice. He'll be the 46th president of the United States and his election is historic in several ways. One of the biggest is that he ran with Kamala Harris as his V-pick, making her America's first female black Southeast Asian woman elected to the position. These are exciting times. Another thing that happened is that over 152 million people voted in this election. Biden won the most votes of any president elected into office. And Trump also broke records, even though he lost both the popular vote and electoral vote this time around. Both candidates hitting over 70 million votes. Approximately 3 million votes went to third-party candidates as well. Wow! That said, this is also a bit alarming to me. That means over 70 million Americans are either unaware of or are okay with everything Trump was doing both before and during his time in the Oval Office. Don't know what I am talking about? I compiled a list so that you don't have to. Each item on this list can be searched on the internet. These are things that really happened and are incredible news sources. Hopefully you can see how each of these things are bad for the leader of the strongest country in the world to be doing. People had a lot to lose in this election. A lot was at stake, including health benefits, equal rights, jobs, and at times, even everything they've ever known. These things were all played around with like a political football. If you don't think most of these things on this list are bad, then you may need to do some serious soul searching. When we are in grade school, we get the opportunity to write a report about a role model, and a lot of kids pick the current president. Is this your president? Oh, this may take some time. It's a long list. I forgot about that. Yipes. So, you know what? I'll keep on talking, so just keep reading and, well, you'll get it. You'll get the reason why a lot of people may be upset or shocked at those who have voted for another 4 years of Trump. Ooh, I forgot he did that. Hopefully you'll get it. Yeah, it's more than just the COVID-19 response. Can you imagine if we got another deadly virus on Trump's watch? Jeez. Trump has been so upset that he lost to Joe Biden that he's refused to accept the outcome of the election, hasn't conceded, and is even shaking up his administration staff for the start of his imaginary second term. He's so used to shouting loudly, repeating false claims, and taking things to court over and over again until he gets his way. That worked for his companies, but this is a country. He forgets he works for the people. We voted him into this job, and we can and did vote him out. Like a spoiled brat, someone is going to have to tell him the reality of the situation, and he'll have to realize that his time is done in the Oval Office. He hasn't updated his list of accomplishments page on the White House website since September 2018, probably because the only thing he's accomplished since then has been golfing and holding rallies. His list of accomplishments reads off like one of his rally speeches, typed in the first person and attacks critics. Those are not accomplishments. If you are a Trump supporter, you may be holding out hope that a win is still coming as he continues to spread conspiracy theories and ignore the election results. Most, if not all of his lawsuits in states have been thrown out due to lack of evidence that there was any voter fraud or election tampering. So the chance of him turning this around is slim to none. He has lost. If you voted for him and attacked your liberal friends before this election, you may be finding yourself with fewer friends and on auto block lists. You are probably also thinking that people are being extra for nothing and that you are the only voice of reason as you try to calm people down and try to make them see that it's over now. Life can go on and they are hating on you for a meaningless vote or just because you wanted to own the libs. Well, I'm going to be the overbearing reality in your life. You were wrong here. Trump did and said a lot of things that he knew would tug on the heartstrings of a divided American public. A public that still has some fundamental hate and culture issues to work out. The uglier side of America, if you will. According to his family, that's how he was raised. I hope you are still reading the list and see some things that you do not want to see from a president. As I mentioned, these are all things that really happened. Google is your friend. Feel free to look it up. Right now, the GOP appear to be both accepting the election outcome and yet humoring Trump's ongoing fight against against the election results, with some saying to give Trump time and he'll come around. Senator Graham said that they are doing it because he'll be the face of the new Republican Party. I am not sure what world he and other GOP politicians have been living in, but in my world, as soon as it doesn't benefit Trump directly, then Trump is out. So good luck getting him at a rally to promote someone and not to talk about how he was cheated out of another term. Trump isn't the one you called to promote you, he's the one you called to promote himself. In the Oval Office, he found a shield he can use against all his debt and legal problems. With that gone, added to the fact that he cannot have his way, I can see him trying anything he can to stay in power. When all else fails, he may even resign so a President Pence can pardon him from any legal challenges he'll be facing next year. And I can't imagine Trump showing up to the Biden inauguration. Can you imagine? This is an interesting situation though, isn't it? Although, we kinda saw this coming, didn't we? Earlier on, Trump has said things like he'll accept the election results if he wins, or he will have to see how the election turns out for him to decide how the transfer of power goes, or even how he would practically demonize Democrat states and cities to build up the idea that there is voter corruption in those areas. So now Trump and the GOP are doubling down on it all, even insisting that Trump won and the election is being stolen from him. Oh look, the list is done, just like Trump's presidency. Let's get into the news. Welcome to Barely a Bar's Woke52 Week 45. I'm your junior event planner, HilaHila. Hey Rudy, how you doing? Oh, you want a big conference today? Sure, I can book a place for that. Ooh, Philly. That's a rough area, right? Yeah, we could do a hotel or something. Is there a Trump hotel? Oh, no? Oh yeah, I think there are some options. Oh, a nice part of Philly without the protests. Yeah, let me check the businesses on the Goog. Let's see here, businesses near me. Oh, there's a Four Seasons. That should be nice. Sounds good. I'll book that now. Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah. Biden wins the U.S. presidential election, becoming the 46th president of the United States, with Kamala Harris becoming the first female vice president. The United States has hit 11 million COVID cases. Experts cite things like small house gatherings and Trump re-election rallies as possible sources. Analysts weigh in on how Trump's challenges to the presidential race are possibly a sinister way to undermine the integrity of the American election, to try and disqualify the results of the Supreme Court. His court cases are being thrown out in states like Georgia, Michigan, and PA due to lack of evidence, witness confessions, and hearsay. From trying to toss out votes and hiring loyalists, spreading disinformation, not conceding, or working on transition efforts, offering rewards for evidence of election tampering, and the Million MAGA March. Trump is trying everything. The march saw thousands, but nowhere near a million people. Drug manufacturer Pfizer had partnered with German developer BioNTech back in March and announced that their vaccine had shown to be 90% effective. They did not accept government funds to develop and test under Operation Warp Speed. Boom! 52 seconds. Now, 52 seconds is not a lot of time to catch all the news happening. So here's one of our contributors in one of our news segments, 59 Seconds with SkyBear.
Yes. So, Dean Browning, a former commissioner from Pennsylvania, super conservative, decided to post on his account that he himself was a gay black man, and that Obama did nothing for him, and Trump did more things for the black community than anyone else. So what did he decide to do when he found out that he messed up? He got this gay back apologist, who also is misogynistic, who is anti-feminist, and everything else under the sun, to apologize for him. Also, comes to find out that this person who recorded for him is Patti LaBelle's son. Crazy? You might assume. 2020? You better believe your keister. Phew! Fucking ridiculous.
Thanks, SkyBear. And thank you for watching. If you like these news blasts, feel free to share a bear with your friends. You can also like, comment, subscribe, and click the notifications alert bell to stay woke 52 times a year in 52 seconds of news. Want more news with your favorite news bear? Feel free to stay to the end to watch some clips or images with me. Bye for now.
We want every illegal vote.
Well, I just think we have to be very clear. She's charging, the other side is welcoming fraud and welcoming illegal voting. Unless she has more details to back that up, I can't in good countenance continue showing you this. I want to make sure that maybe they do have something to back that up, but that's an explosive charge to make.
Over whoever is decided to be the president. Remember, just because CNN says, or even Fox News says that somebody's president, doesn't make them president. So I think everybody wants to know that this was done properly and legally.
What is happening? Like, Trace, we've called it.
And I think we have.
We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.